What's up, Crown Crew? Welcome to Crowned Athletics. I'm Kirsten, your fitness princess, and Princess Half Marathon Weekend race registration is right around the corner. Listen, the entire reason that Crowned Athletics exists and the fashion week to our entire year is Princess Half Marathon Weekend. The Princess Half Marathon Weekend was the first race weekend I ever did at Walt Disney World. It holds a very special place in my heart. So I wanted to go over my favorite reasons why you should definitely go to this weekend. Before we get started, if you want to continue to learn about all the different race weekends that runDisney has to offer, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Now, I do understand we are in a bit of a predicament right now. We kind of don't know if these races are actually going to go on. A lot is up in the air with the pandemic, and while registrations are still happening, there is the possibility that these races could get canceled. In the fine print, Disney does protect themselves, and they are not legally required to give you a refund if they cancel the race. In years past, when races have been canceled, they do tend to accommodate you. You know, they want to keep good faith with their best customers. So it's good to know, though, that when you sign up for this, we don't really know what's going to happen. Personally, I am still going to be signing up. I know a ton of my friends are, and I think you should too. The past two registrations that just happened, the Wine and Dine Half Marathon Weekend and the Marathon Race Weekend, have both sold out faster than any races have sold out in a long time. I don't know if they have lowered the amount of runners that they are going to be allowing in the race, or if people are just jonesing to get out of the house and do anything, and so more people are signing up than ever. But just know that for registration morning, it might be a little bit more difficult to get in. These races are going to sell out, and especially Princess, because this race weekend is one of the most popular for good reason. So let's go over the day of registration. For all annual pass holders and DVC members, you can register early on Thursday, June 11th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then general registration goes on sale Tuesday, June 16th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I highly recommend having your runDisney account completely set up beforehand. It'll auto-populate all of your information when you log in to do your registration. Once you're past the waiting room and you're in the registration, you do not have your spot reserved until you pay and you have complete confirmation email and everything. So don't dilly-dally when it comes to entering your address and your t-shirt size. You need to get through that process just as quickly. I highly recommend being on the website 15 minutes before 10 a.m. Sometimes they will open it up a couple minutes before. I also recommend having all of your different browsers, your phone, your iPad, everything open to the website. Personally, I have a lot more luck with my phone than my computer, but it just depends what works best for you. But it's good to have all those different options available to you in case one of them gets in before the other. So now that I've stressed you out completely, let's get into the fun stuff about why this is such a fun weekend to attend. All right, ladies, this is your race. This race is total woman power, girl power, boss babe. The vibe, the energy is so female empowerment. Ugh, I love it so much. And while men definitely attend and love to participate with us, thank you, we love you guys, they actually make the half marathon Corral A all women. That way it's guaranteed that a woman will win the race. They've never let a man win the Princess Half Marathon, which I think is really special. And then we just get to be a princess for a day, or for a whole weekend, really. The theme for this weekend is just so strong, and you feel it everywhere. Everything you do just feels really royal. All of your post celebrations and your pictures at the castle, and everything just has this really strong community and theming to it, which I think makes it a lot more special than some of the other weekends. And who doesn't want to dress as a princess for your race and have those amazing race pictures? I mean, that's why I made Crowned Athletics. And that's why you should wear Crowned Athletics for your race. They are the perfect costume pieces to make you feel like a modern fitness princess. And it just makes me so happy to both wear my own stuff and then see you guys wearing it.
Oh, we got 11 minutes late to go!
This past Princess Race weekend in February, which happened right before everything shut down, we were so lucky that we got to participate. But wow, I saw so many of you guys wearing Crowned Athletics. I was bawling my eyes out, like ugly crying when I left the race. Whew. It was truly magical. And then you guys were telling me that you found each other who were wearing Crowned Athletics and then becoming friends on the course. Wow, that just warms my heart beyond belief. I can't believe this is bringing us together more than just selling something for you to wear. Continuing with the princess theming, even the expo is totally decked out. They have a big red carpet going right into the expo. You feel very royal and chic. And they bring out the Cinderella's carriage, and the footmen are hilarious. They're this really fun photo opportunity, but they kind of joke around with each other and like flirt with you and stuff. And it's just really funny and entertaining, and one of the best character stops, even though they're at the expo, I've ever seen. One of my other favorite things for the half marathon is the fairy godmother comes out and announces the start line.
3, 2, 1, go!
I think it's one of the cutest starts that runDisney has, and I love how they tie it in with the fireworks at the start, and it's just really adorable. Then the courses for this race are so good. The 5K course is all around the world showcase, which if you know me, you know I love Epcot, so that's my favorite. And it's right as the sun's coming up, and if you have not seen the sunrise around the world showcase, you are missing out. And the 10K is my favorite 10K course. It goes through Epcot and then back all the way around the boardwalk. I love the boardwalk. And then it goes back in and finishes out of Epcot. It is such a great 10K course. I love it. I can't wait to do it every year. And then the half marathon is one of only 3 races that you get to run down Main Street. You need to run down Main Street at least once in your life. It is so incredible. When you turn the corner and you just see that giant castle in front of you, I dare you not to cry.
I'm scared to cry. I'm already crying. Why am I crying?
And then of course, because you're a princess, you wrap back around the castle and then you get to run through the front of it and then get to take an awesome picture in your Crowned Athletics princess gear in front of the castle. It's like the ultimate princess experience. Whew, I'm getting worked up. Then once you leave Magic Kingdom, you do have a long ways of highway, but that's where they bring out a bunch of different cool, unusual characters. They usually have really awesome character stops with the princes, or the 3 fairies were out this past year, which was really cool to see. I love a good, fun, unusual character. Now this next reason can be a little iffy because it's Florida. But in the past couple years that I've been doing this race, February weather in Florida has been good. I know I've said this before about why I love marathon weekend is that usually it's cooler, and now that I've said that, we've had really hot ones, so I'm sorry if I've jinxed that. No, maybe I should just zip my lips on this one about February. But typically, I have very much enjoyed the weather in February in Florida. Now, when you're planning for this race, the really great part is that usually it's gonna be a girls' trip. Like I said before, we do have our men that join us, and we love them, but it's really fun to grab all your girls, leave your husbands, your boyfriends, your kids, everyone home, and just go and have a really good fun time with your ladies. I've definitely seen a lot of them become bachelorette trips, which is really, really cute. I do have a caveat to this though, and I'm not really sure how to say it. I don't want to offend anyone. I'd maybe just like to bring it to light so that you don't become one of these people. But sometimes with the Princess Half Marathon Weekend, it brings people who are only going to do this once in their life. You know, not our runDisney regulars. Those people are great. You guys watching this video who are always doing runDisney races or are really gonna get into this community, you guys are great. But sometimes it brings a crowd of people who may never go to Disney World again. This is going to be their one trip with their girls. They need to be a pretty, pretty princess, and no one's gonna get in the way of that and ruin their trip, which then can make them a little bit aggressive and rude. So while I have met so many incredible people at Princess Weekend, I have also seen some not so lovely people there. So it's just good to know and to realize, you know, always for these races and any Disney World trip, pack your patience pants and just be ready that you might experience this. But mostly we're all great. We're really, really great. Princesses, women, yeah. I hope I didn't offend anyone. So I also went onto my Instagram, and if you're not following me there, make sure you do, at Crowned Athletics. I'm super active over there because it's a really fast way to connect with all of you guys. So make sure you're following Crowned Athletics. But I went on there and asked you guys what your favorite part of Princess Weekend is. And one of the biggest responses that I got was the medals. I do love how the past couple years they have switched the princess race from being kind of one generic medal that they repeated every year. They just kind of changed the colors up a little bit to now where each race has a princess that represents that race, and then she's featured on the medal really big. A lot of the medals lately have the princesses looking like they're running, which is so cute. If you're looking for a medal that's just going to be really different from one of your other local races, which are a little more sporty looking, these are really girly and glittery and blingy and so cute. And I think the reason people keep coming back to runDisney races, besides everything else that I've already mentioned, is how big the medals are. I mean, they really don't skip out on them. They are awesome. It's what you're paying for. So those are all of my favorite reasons why I love Princess Half Marathon Weekend. You should definitely sign up and meet me there. And you should of course go on crownathletics.com and pick out your awesome princess costume. I have so many big things coming this year. This is going to be a huge rest of the year for Crowned Athletics. I cannot wait. And join our Crown Crew. When you're on the course and you see someone in Crowned Athletics and they see you, you have this automatic bond with each other. No one's stealing anybody's looks around here. We're just becoming the strongest Crown Crew community. If you like this video, please give a big thumbs up. I can't wait for runDisney season to start. Hopefully, God willing, it starts in November so I can continue making so many more runDisney videos for you guys. That's all for today, Crown Crew. Thank you so much for watching. I am always so very grateful. Make sure you subscribe and always wear your crown with pride. Bye!